What's up, y'all? Tis your boy Dreaded Don here, back again to deliver you guys my new games for the month of January, man. Yeah, January, the new year's already hit, and I hope you guys have had a great holidays, man. I don't want to hold you guys for too long, so let's just get right on into it. And first up on the list, man, is Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, man, coming to the Switch in January 16th. This one, honestly, man, it hits the list based on nostalgia for me. Like, I remember playing Donkey Kong Country, the one that originally by Rare on the 64. That's where my nostalgia really hits. I didn't really play the one that came out for the Wii in 2010. If you did, you might have some gripes that I, just like other people I've been hearing recently. They're saying that the graphic comparison doesn't really hold up in comparison to the Wii, and then what they're saying that they're adding for the Switch, right? Now, if you're like me, you skipped out on the Tropical Freeze and the one that came out on the Wii, you might just be here for the fun, right? Now, something that I do have an issue with, they're slapping a $60 price tag on this, man. Now, I will say, if you're not a fan of that, just hold off. The game's obviously going to end up going on sale at, sometime during the middle of the year, or maybe in, Q2, right around March or during the early spring. Expect it then, pick it up, for yourself, you and the wifey, or maybe you and the kids. It'll be a great play then. But other than that, I just thought I had to put it on the list because, dude, it's Donkey Kong. Like, how could I not put Donkey Kong on the list, right? Right. Now, keeping in line with the theme for nostalgia, of course, right? It's Warside. If you remember a game on the Game Boy Advance called Advance Wars, this one is kind of, in my opinion, just like the next successor to that. It looks like a better version of Advance Wars. And essentially, Advance Wars is just a basic strategic turn-based game where you use your army, the terrain, your commanders, their strengths and weaknesses to out-strategize your opponent and really just see what you can do to, get the upper hand on them, man. And honestly, I remember playing this, like, laying in my bed at night, and back then I was never good at strategic games. I've improved a bit. I've improved a little bit, man. And so seeing this one come out just kind of hit that nostalgia button for me once again, and had to put it on the list again. Had to put it on the list. Now, drifting us away from all that nostalgia, man, we got Aloft going into early access on January 15th, man. Now, this one is kind of like a soft survival game, just in the aspects of, the mechanics of hunger and thirst that normally kill you in other survival games. You don't really got to worry about it here. They're not going to kill you. In fact, they're usually just going to give you a buff. And to me, the most unique aspect that really drew my eye into this is the fact that you get to use a glider. Your main base is on a floating island in a chain of floating islands, and then off in the distance they show a hurricane. That hurricane just kind of looks like it's going to be circling that chain of islands, kind of keeping some things from you. Maybe you might want to venture in, see what types of enemies are there, kind of check it out. Honestly, that's why not? If I can create a strong enough glider, you're gonna let me craft a really strong glider, I'm flying right into that hurricane, man. Anyways, I feel like they're just gonna be putting a pretty good spin on the survival genre, just with the things that you're gonna be able to do with your character flying around and things. So if you're interested in trying that out, man, like I said, it goes into early access on January 15th. Next on the list, man, we got Eternal Strands, an action-adventure game set to release January 28th. This one, honestly, we had to put it on the list because it's too reminiscent for me of a game called Spellbreak. If you know, it's a battle royale where you actually combine two different elements in order to create one spell. So you have like wind and fire. You combine them together, you create like a flame tornado, right? And when I saw this game, I was like, oh shit, they did the thing. They did the thing. They took Spellbreak and they made it into a single player game. It's not exactly what they did here, but the concept is so similar. In Eternal Strands, you'll have three different elements. You'll have fire, ice, telekinetic. You can combine those together and create different spells. You'll also be able to shape the environment to take down your enemies. Thought the whole concept is just badass. On top of it, you'll be able to craft. Got some exploration sprinkled in there. Like I said, got these giant golems for you to take down. Honestly, just looks like it's going to be an overall good time to play and work our way through as we wait for some of these big old titles to come out. So might as well check it on out. And now, we save the best for last, right? Tales of Iron 2. Boy, this is the game I'm excited for the most in January. Honestly, just because I played through the first one. And I love the first one so goddamn much. Ooh. Anyways, it's set to release on the 28th of January. It's essentially, it's like it's like a rat roguelike is what I call it. You play as a rat king trying to reclaim his throne from the infestations that have come upon your land. You'll get these different types of armor that are crafted from your enemy's skulls and their bones, and you use them to ravage the next enemy till they can never stand against you ever again. Bro, you have no idea. This game is amazing, and the fact that this second one that's coming out, you're actually playing as like a Viking. You're playing as like this Viking giant, massive white rat that like is coming to just wipe out these bats and these owls and these larger boss type creatures that are coming to just terrorize your kingdom. I don't know. I got nothing more to say, man. It just seems so badass. I'm ready to get into it. And like I said, man, it's the game I'm excited for the most when it comes to January. So January 28th, Tales of Iron. Look forward to it. Getting into these honorable mentions I got right now. These are honestly just kind of letting you guys know what's going to be coming over to Steam. It's always nice knowing what we're getting from console to Steam and PC. PC always upscales stuff with the graphical performance of what things can actually do. So I think these next two titles are going to be coming to PC is going to be chef's kiss. So the first of the two is actually going to be Spider-Man 2. And honestly, I think it's dope. Again, like I said, I just think it's dope seeing this title come to PC. I'm just barely getting my hands on the first one my damn self. So I still got to go through, play the first one, and then go through, play Miles Morales, then play number 2. I got time, right? And I'm going to play them on PlayStation. But it's dope to see that they're actually getting, they're being upscaled to be able to perform with the PC. So if you get your hand on this, man, you might it's going to blow your socks off. Gonna blow your socks off what you might see, okay? Don't go crazy. Anyways, the other title on the list that's in the same position, man, is actually Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, man. And playing through the first part of Final Fantasy Remake, just initially, I did it on PS5. I don't even know what to say. So being able to play, if you played the first part of that on PC already, then dude, what am I saying? What am I saying? You're already ready for Rebirth, man. I've already seen the gameplay and the performance FPS from when you do some of the fights in comparison from PS5 to PC. It's ridiculous. It just makes me realize I need to upgrade. Anyways, Final Fantasy VII is actually going to be coming to PC on the 23rd of January, and Spider-Man 2 is going to be coming to PC on the 30th. So expect those. And with that, that's going to be all I have for you guys for my new games of the month of January, man. If you have any titles that you're excited for in January that I don't know about, go ahead and leave them down below. And of course, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And as always, my friends, sub for more info. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys on the horizon. Deuces.